I'm Johanna, and if you click this video, I'm assuming you want to learn a little bit more about me. However, if you're just here to look at the state of my current quite small collection, please feel free to go to the timestamp in the progress bar and I'll just take you right there. So, now we've got that bit of housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in. My Harry Potter collection story started back in the mists of time when I was a wee child in the south of the Netherlands living with my parents. Because I'm Dutch, I've lived in the Netherlands up until I was about 18, then I moved to England and I've lived here ever since. I had been reading all the Harry Potter books, I was completely obsessed. I'm sure like many other children out there, I just wanted to be Hermione. I loved her. So I used to play a lot with Duplo when I was a child and I always really enjoyed that. So I suppose when Harry Potter Lego became a thing and it combined the upgraded version of Duplo and my favourite characters, it was just gonna be meant to be, wasn't it? I don't know what bit I got first, like how it was brought to my attention. I just know that I fell in love with it and all I wanted for my birthdays and Christmases was Harry Potter Lego. I vividly remember getting my first big set, which was Hagrid's hut from the Prison of Azkaban, and just putting that together. Like, it was quite challenging and I think I did it wrong a few times, but I just loved the little pictures and like you start from a few base layers and it just looks like it's going to be nothing, and then you build it up and all of a sudden it's Hagrid's hut and you get to play with it and it's like really detailed. So I have a little photo of me at Christmas time where I got given the Hogwarts set of the Prison of Azkaban. I think it's 4757, but don't quote me on that. And I was just so exciting. Also, that's like my bed head, so that's why I look a bit weird. I just loved it. Like, Harry Potter Lego was everything. It took ages to build, but I would have all the minifigures and I would definitely play with it because obviously I was still a child. My collection grew to include like the Durmstrang ships, the original quality Quidditch supplies, the Gryffindor common room, Lupin's classroom, the Marauders map, and the Quidditch set. There was various things I had. I think I kind of stopped collecting by the time the Goblet of Fire came out because a very big thing happened in my life. I became a teenager. So when I was a teenager, Twilight replaced Harry Potter for a while and I decided Lego was not cool. So I moved all my Lego collection up to the attic and completely forgot about it until one fateful day. Basically, The Sims 2 came out and I decided I had to have it. So I realised that the quickest way I could make money was by selling all my Lego. I think I kind of had an inclination that the Lego would be worth something. I just had very little money awareness or idea of value of the Lego or money, so I made the decision that I regret until this day. I sold/gave away my Lego. Don't ask me why I gave it away. I think I had a few cousins that were really into Lego still and they were a bit younger than me, so I decided, oh, if I give this to them, they'll be happy and they'll probably enjoy it more. Oh my god, why the hell did I do this? The only inclination I have about how little I asked for it is just my vivid memory of my mum and dad just being appalled by me just getting rid of the stuff. I think what I did is I advertised for the sets online, and then when people came to pick it up I put like an extra little small set in because I just wanted to get rid of it basically. I just don't know why I was so obsessed with getting rid of it. Like, it wasn't doing any harm in the attic. So it was gone and it broke my heart, and it's probably one of the things I regret doing in my life most up until this day. But fear not, this is not a sad story. This is where present day me comes in and the purpose of this YouTube channel. I am going to recollect Lego and I want to build up the collection I used to have as a child. That might cost me a lot of money, but at least I don't have to regret for the rest of my life that teenage me got rid of all my Lego. So at the minute I have a few sets, but I am starting pretty much from scratch. So you may wonder what inspired this change of ideas and thoughts. I'm glad you asked. I picked up the set Hogwarts The Room of Requirement. They had it on offer and it was like £13.50 and I knew it was about £19 normally, and I was a bit like, oh, that's a really good deal. I'm gonna want this. So I picked it up and I built it at home and I just got so much excitement of building it again. And it just made me so happy having it. It's like, what am I doing? I love Lego. I still love Lego. I want these sets. I'm gonna have to officially collect again. And I think the moment that I admitted to myself that I still really loved Lego and that I really wanted to have these sets, something like just snapped at me. I was like, okay, I've decided this. I'm going to buy all the Lego. I will have to reconquer the stuff that I lost. So I'm now on a mission to purchase all the sets released since 2018, but also buy the sets that I used to have as a child, and maybe it's something more that I can find. I have said to myself, however, that I need to kind of limit it to Harry Potter, maybe Lord of the Rings and a few other sets, but I don't want to go into the city line because I feel like if I let myself just get all the Lego, this is going to get out of control very fast. So for now, I'm massively focusing on Harry Potter. I'm just so excited to grow my collection, to kind of get back to that point where I'm like, have a good Lego collection, because it just gives me so much joy to have this Lego, play with this Lego, maybe even try my hand at some mock building. That would be so much fun. And I kind of just want to take you guys along on this journey because I just kind of really want to document from where I am today to kind of going to a proper Harry Potter collection, which is kind of my ultimate goal. So I think this is going to be really fun for me, and I hope you guys will enjoy coming along and seeing what I get and how I get it, and hopefully there'll be some road trip journeys and some amazing finds, and it's just going to be an adventure, so you might be interested. Subscribe if you are. Yeah. That's it really. Let's jump right in. So this is the small display cabinet that I currently use to display my Lego. Excuse the mess around it, it's just been a bit of a dump room. So I bought this for something else, but it's mirrored at the back and actually that's worked out so well for this purpose. On top we have my collection of minifigures and also my brickheads. So I think brickheads are a bit of a love it or hate it type thing, but I just absolutely adore them. They're kind of the perfect balance between Lego and Pop Funkos, which I love both, so it's kind of perfect. I really adore the little Hedwig. And then I have these little figures here. So I'm continuing to collect these and I really want to complete my collection, but they're pretty expensive, so it's going to be pretty hard to pay a decent price for them and get all of them. I am doing my best though, so if you know a good place to get any more, let me know. I really want Trelawney. Then moving down into the cabinet, hello, you can see me now, which is so exciting, and this is going to just be a bit awkward because it's mirrored, so this is just what's going to happen. So let me open this side and then we'll start with this set. So I've obviously already talked about this a little bit. This is really what started me collecting recently. It's just such a lovely set. I really like the Patronuses. There are some really lovely decrees at the back as well, but you can't see them, and you can very obviously tell that they're probably going to be able to connect to something soon, which is cool, which is also making me want all the other kinds of the Hogwarts buildings, so what a shame, I'll have to get them all now. Then moving on here to my next set. So this is my oldest, like the oldest of the newest set, I suppose. So here we have Aragog's lair. We've got the really beautiful tiny minifigures who are so cute. I love their expressions. They obviously have unusual expressions there. They also have neutral expressions, but I just think they're really cute. And then next to that we have the Scene in the Dark Forest, which is from the Deathly Hallows. I mostly got this set because of Narcissa Malfoy. I got this sort of I think about a week ago after I decided I wanted to collect, and I just got them for the minifigures. I just think they're so fabulous. I got it off eBay if you're interested. So now I have to slide these big glass doors to the side. There we go. Let me just do that really awkwardly. Might have to cut this out. There we are. And then my next set is the Patronus set. So I love these Dementors. Can we just appreciate these? I had Dementors from Prisoner of Azkaban Lego, and they were just a little bit pathetic in comparison, so I really like these new ones. The design's so good. I like the set in general. I think it's really nicely done. I think Sirius looks fab, and also I like the Patronus. It is a bit like massive in comparison, but I'm not complaining. So next to that we have a very different franchise, Lord of the Rings, and I have to say, I'm really sorry Aragog, but Shelob is just way scarier. I'm sorry. She is just so well made. I think she's amazing. I really love Frodo's expressions in this set. Like, that's probably what I'd look like if I saw this bigger spider. Probably before passing out, let's be honest. And I've got a lovely Samwise Gamgee, ever loyal. And my favourite bit of this set is Gollum. Just, I never realised I needed him in my life, and he absolutely completes me. He's just fabulous. I just love Lego Gollum, he's amazing. And then my final little set from the Lord of the Rings, we've got Frodo, just cooking up a storm in his little cooking station and his barrel of mead or whatever it may be. I just think it's lovely. I absolutely think it's adorable. So I really like this set. It's like $3.55 and I really could not resist. Then moving down back to Harry Potter and the fabulous purple night bus. Now I have to say guys, this is by far my favourite night bus they've ever released. It's just so movie accurate. I love the curves on it. It's so detailed. Look at Harry with his little trunk. I love Stan. He's just so much better than before. And obviously inside you have that really cool chandelier, but I'm sure there's better pictures on my Instagram. So if you want to see detailed pictures of these sets, please go to my Instagram, which is High Tea Toys as well, and then you can just admire you can just admire them all in all its beautiful glory, its detail. Next up, we have what is probably my favourite set by now. It's the Burrow. It's just, oh my god, stunning. You can probably see in the mirror. The design is so amazing. It's so movie accurate. I keep saying that, and it's a bit pretentious when I do, but it's just so lovely. The details inside, just look at them. Look at little Ron and his bedroom, and like the detail of the poster on his bedspread, and like the little Weasley jumper that's being knitted, and Ginny in her room, she has like posters up as well. The clock that you can see there, having breakfast. There is Mrs. Weasley over there just standing. Bellatrix and Greyback came with it as well, because obviously it's a scene from the Half-Blood Prince where they set the Burrow on fire, which still bugs me a little bit because I don't think that happens in the book, but hey ho. We got the Burrow. It's amazing. So I bought this last Wednesday after I decided I wanted to collect, and it was my main purchase, and it just got me so excited. I was practically jumping in the shop. I was so excited. So that's like one of my favourite sets. And now, last but not least, after I awkwardly sliced these glass panels out of the way again, here we have the piece de resistance, Hagrid's Hat, the second edition from The Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, you might not think this is amazing, but this is just pure nostalgia for me, as I explained earlier. This is just a set that I remember having so much. I love Hagrid in this. He's so adorable. And then, as you can see inside, you have Hermione, who is by far my favourite version of her. I don't know, I think I just love this one just because it has the nostalgia factor. She also has a little time turner around her neck. It's not actually a complete set, so it misses 2 bricks, and Hermione's wand is gold rather than grey, but who cares? This is my childhood. The only thing I love answering is, can anybody explain why Hagrid keeps a book behind his fireplace? I don't think that's a practical place to store it. Even if it's about dragons, don't think you should put it in a fireplace, mate, like generally. Anyway, that's it. It's a little sneak peek of the final set I own as well, but I'll explain what I'll do about that in a minute. So that's it guys, and back to me actually properly sitting and not awkwardly hanging out making this video. So after all of that, I do have one more really big Lego piece, and you might be able to guess, but I have the really big Hogwarts set. However, it's so massive and so detailed that I think what I'm going to do is make a separate video on it, because it's quite dusty at the minute, so I've been contemplating dusting and cleaning it and then rebuilding it. So I think I'm going to make a separate video where I clean it and then rebuild it in like at speed. So that's it guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to share this journey with you. I can't wait to make more videos. I will be uploading as often as I can, so if you want to watch any other videos you can click on the links that I try and insert here, but I'm a bit of a noob right now. Hopefully that will improve over time. And if you're interested in any sort of up-close photos of all the sets, as I said, please go to my Instagram. I will upload some photos there. It's probably a bit sparse at the minute, depending on if you click on this in August 2020 or 5 years on, who knows. But yeah, I'm trying to like make sure that there's detailed photos if you're interested. So that's just High Tea Toys on Instagram. That's it guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Howdo! So you may wonder what inspired this chain of... Oh my god, Johanna. With me at Christmas time, where... Oh!